Okay, found them. Ear defenders, like small children and pets, should not be left unsupervised because they get up to all sorts of mischief. In this case they wander off. Right, what I'm going to try and do here, I think I'm going to, I'm going to see whether I can grind these heads out and then bop them through. Because they are just rivets, they're not any form of bolt. I think my iPhone has decided to, in its musical wisdom today, that it's going to be a mostly Sepultura day. Of the 4 songs that are played so far, 2 of them have been from the boys. I'm not complaining. It's good for you. Hopefully it'll move into a Motorhead mode in a minute. Right, let's have a, quite literally a bash and see whether that has been enough. Hopefully it has. If it has, I can carry on with the next 2. Bingo. And then that pin there is one of 3 that holds the main body of the cassette together and is going straight in the bin. Right. Interesting to see how much muck is in between. And there we go, straight into Sepultura again. Now the way these things are put together, you have your sprocket, a plastic spacer, your next sprocket, all the way down to the back sprocket. And as you can see from this one, whoever used to own this cassette never quite mastered the art of cleaning it. Oh well. The plastic bits, like the pins, are of zero use to me. And all of this lot's just going to get cleaned up anyway, so it's not a big deal. And if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I'm looking for some very specific size sprockets. And once again, I've got a cassette that doesn't have them. You just can't get this scrap metal in there. Oh well, not to worry, not to worry. Eventually, once I've knocked the bulk of the muck off this lot, I will be putting it in my homemade parts cleaner, which, believe it or not, consists of a big stainless steel, what would you call it? It's a cookery thing, and it was my good lady's idea. The one I had before was just some form of a plastic or another, I forget what, and over time, leaving the, even though it's a biodegradable degreaser from those wonderful people at Muck-Off, the plastic body completely distorted, so you couldn't put the lid back on it, and it did use, I think it was beginning to leak, but that was then, this is now. So, next cassette. Oh, that's got a tiny Torx key in it. Right. This is another one that's been given to me. As I've said previously, all of the stuff I get is all dead components from bike shops, enthusiastic amateurs, and I don't mind any of that. Do I want that? I'll have to think about that. Okay. So the first two sprockets come off on their own, and then it's just these remaining 7 that are joined together. So let's start by seeing whether I've got the right size tool to knock that out. I get the feeling it's going to be one of those days. Okay. So, first step, is just gently convince this bolt to come out. Well, that was easy, and there we have it. Much less faff than having to drill it all and, grind it and mess about. And once again, plastic spacers in between. And if these have got a size stamped on them, I cannot see it. Yeah, well, that might pop up when I start cleaning them. I suppose cleaning of components will be the next job. So what have we got here? This is another grinding one. So before I start doing that, pop this away. And chuck that lot away. Oh, at least I'll have something to work with, eh? Right. I wish I could find a use for all these bits of plastic. I really do. It's not like I'm going to run out of them anytime soon. there's another cassette. And this is basically the process that goes on for many hours before I start washing them, then having to dry them, polish them back, weld them together, turn them into something else. So let's change things up a bit. Yeah. That's come off a chain set somewhere. And there's a cassette on a hub. Slightly inconvenient. I could do with it being off the hub. Right. Now that was either an 11 or 12, part of an 11 or 12 speed cassette. Excuse me. And to get this one apart, I'm going to have to grind out 14 rivets. And what's the betting that spider in the middle isn't magnetic? No, it's aluminium. I don't think I'm just going to throw it away because I've gone, oh, it's aluminium. I will be keeping that, and one day when I can afford it, I intend to buy a different type of welder that can take on aluminium. So I think I'm going to go with the approach I've been using and grind down from the top as opposed to the back, mostly because when I'm making something I tend to use the back, if you will, of each sprocket as the front of whatever it is I'm making, because it doesn't have all the strange little cutouts and things on it where that's used to guide chains up and down over the teeth. I don't know why, I just don't like them. I suppose some people might. It's just they're not me, and it's me making it. It's all going to take as long as that. This is going to take some time. You know what, ladies and gents? time for a bigger grinder. This one is stubborn. You know that feeling when you know exactly what it is you're looking for and you just can't remember where you've put it. Okay, fit. You ever get the feeling of fighting a losing battle here? Actually, I'm lying to you, that has moved. You see, these things really should learn that I refuse to be beaten. It has left that hellishly thin though. That should make it exciting. you ever get the feeling you're going to be doing the same job for a tediously long time. And there's the first one. I might do a bit of reshaping with that. Mostly because there's a couple of places almost got it right through. Haha. If you don't live and learn, you never learn. And sure as hell ain't living. What to do with this next lot of rivets? Therein lies the question. Although I could potentially drill them out, set up my pillar drill. Right, save you the pain of having to go through all that. I'm going to say thank you very much for now. Hope you enjoyed me goofing a bit. I mean, working hard, doing things, and showing you where my componentry comes from. Any ideas for what I can be doing next, please let me know. Feel free to like, subscribe. I do try and reply to any comments, so, and to all my new subscribers, thank you very much. Tell all your friends. Until next time guys, thank you.